So we streamed a little bit last night, we played a little bit of comp, and yes, I was using OneEyed Mask. I really wanted to bring up the debate that is ongoing right now, at least on Twitter, about One Eye and the future nerf that's coming to it. Essentially, this exotic is having its overshield benefits that is granted to you upon proccing Vengeance removed. Now you're just going to get health recovery. But was that the strongest attribute of OneEyed Mask? First up, I gotta say One Eye is a army Swiss knife, but imagine an army Swiss knife that was good at everything. The best can opener, the most lethal blade in battle, the best nail filer. That's kind of what OneEyed Mask was. It pretty much killed off all Titan builds that I made over the past year, because every time I would throw out a Titan build and be like, hey, here's these Dune Marchers. Check out these Syntheseps. Oh, baby, Heart of Inmost Light is good. Every time I put a build together, someone would always bring it up. I can use the exact same thing that you're using, but with OneEyed Mask and do better. And it's hard to argue with that logic, because OneEyed Mask kind of had the benefits of like multiple exotics built into one. It gave you a damage buff when you proc Vengeance. It gave you an overshield, and it gave you health recovery. And it pretty much gave you the best wall hacks in the game without requiring you to get a kill. Which is what I think so many people were bummed out about when they first saw the OneEyed Mask nerf. They were hoping to see a nerf to the tracking versus a nerf to the overshield. Now in high level comp, just about every Titan you run into is rocking OneEyed Mask, and for good reason. It is the ultimate exotic in 1v1 duels. The moment you aim at me and even think of doing damage to me, I've got Wallhacks. Now Wallhacks pretty much aids every playstyle, which is something that really benefits this exotic, especially inside of Crucible. Like there's some exotics that are only good with certain weapon types, you know, Lucky Pants with hand cannons. Ophidian is more noticeably good on weapons with slow handling. Actium War Rig is great with auto rifles. You see where I'm going with this, right? What OneEyed Mask has done here by combining all of these various different powers is that it's pretty much good with everything. It's good with a hand cannon. It's great with a shotgun. It's good with a fusion rifle. Sniping, it's phenomenal. If you're in like a peak fight with another sniper and you get tracking on that guy, if y'all don't kill each other in the first encounter, you pretty much have him, because at some point he's gonna peek you again, and when he does, he's dead. And like the difference between this and the wall hacks that you get on Spectral Blades is that Spectral Blades requires a kill, although Spectral Blades does grant wall hacks for all enemies, although a brief duration in comparison to what it was before. I think the reality is that people wanted to see the wall hacking of OneEyed Mask toned down above all things. Now I'm kind of like a wait and see it kind of person. Wait to see how things are gonna pan out before just throwing in my assumption. I think that the overshield being removed will probably make Titans kind of slow down a little bit, resulting in maybe a less AP mentality with this exotic, which is honestly gonna push me more to use snipers with this exotic. And you see, the reason why I think the tracking on OneEyed Mask is not being removed is that Bungie is depending on OneEyed Mask to keep balance amongst the classes. So guys, I dare you to go and take a look at your emblem that accounts for all the kills that you've received in the game inside of Crucible. Now, mine shows 121,000 kills in Crucible, but notice the deviation in classes that we have killed inside of Crucible. I've got 59,000 Hunters, 38,000 Titans, and 36,000 Warlocks. Long story short, guys, if you check your victorious veteran emblem, it's a good chance you have more Hunters that you've killed than Titans or Warlocks. And at some point, we may end up in a situation where we have more Hunter kills than both Titans and Warlocks combined. So to answer everyone's question on why OneEyed Mask was not nerfed in the past year is because Bungie is using OneEyed Mask in its potency to bring some balance to the Crucible in terms of class balance. And that is actually a variable that Bungie looks at greatly. They want to see a balanced third split between 3 different classes. In an ideal world, that's what Bungie wants. And for me, I'm not gonna lie, man, every time we make a Hunter build, despite us not even being a Hunter main, we'll get 3-4 times the views on our Hunter builds in comparison to our Titan and Warlock builds. So yes, inside of Crucible, there are more Hunters, and for good reason. Hunters are good, man. Like, this is almost gonna be sacrilegious right now saying this, but if I woke up one day and said, hey, I want to become the best player I can possibly be, the skill ceiling on a Hunter is way beyond what we have on the Warlock and Titan classes. And I don't see this being fixed even in Season of the Dawn Sandbox, the Sandbox after it, or even for the entirety of Destiny 2. The fact is, the Hunter dodge, as well as the Hunter's mobility and agility, its stop and go power, all of it is built to kill other Guardians. So what all this discussion really boils down to, guys, is that OneEyed Mask is not going to be nerfed in the way that everyone is asking for it to be nerfed in. The Wallhacks, which does greatly benefit Titans in 1v1s, probably won't be going away anytime soon, which is why you see things like handheld supernovas with controverse hold inside of PvP still a thing. And just imagine yourself if you were playing trials right now in a trial setting, how annoying it would be to go up against 3 warlocks with handheld supernovas. It'll be annoying, just like it would be annoying to go up against 3 OneEyed Mask users or 3 Stompy users on the Hunter class, which is why I think if trials came back today, right now, in this sandbox, we should honestly limit classes of 1 in each fire team. I know nobody likes that, but as someone who sherped a ton of people back inside of Destiny 1, the only time I really saw things being broken was when you saw 3 of the same class, specifically 3 of the same subclass being abused together. Regardless, I have a lot of solutions to how to fix OneEyed Mask and its wall hacking capabilities. Jay actually brought it up the other day and said, why not give it the Jade Rabbit approach? Allow it to actually give that red outline on enemies, but vengeance only appear when you're visibly seeing your enemy. And then when they go behind cover, that red outline disappears because you're not visibly making eye contact with your target. Now, if the target reappeared, automatically you would see the red outline. So yes, it is in some way wall hacks. You just won't be able to see the enemy behind an obstruction the entire time, thus clearly giving you an advantage in every 1v1 encounter. Overall, guys, OneEyed Mask will probably not be dealt with in the way that we are suggesting. And who knows, maybe the overshield being removed and no longer proccing on vengeance, maybe that will make all the difference here with OneEyed Mask, but I don't think so, guys. Again, the biggest strength to OneEyed Mask is its tracking capabilities. Well, fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching, and as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.